Have you ever walked away from a conversation, wishing you had said less? Because sometimes the words we don't say are just as important as the ones we do. Most of us have experienced it. A conversation gets emotional. Someone says something we don't like, and before we have time to think, we react, we interrupt, we defend ourselves. We try to have the last word. But if we're honest, many of our biggest regrets didn't come from listening too much. They came from speaking too quickly. Maybe we've been measuring strong communication the wrong way, because maturity isn't always found in having the perfect response. Sometimes it's found in choosing the right moment to respond. James 1:19 NLT. Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters. You must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. What I love about this verse is the order. Quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry. God never tells us to stop speaking. He simply reminds us not to let our words get ahead of our ability to listen, because listening creates understanding, and understanding often changes the way we respond. In today's world, there's pressure to respond immediately, to defend ourselves, to prove we're right, to make sure our voice is heard. But not every comment deserves a response. Not every disagreement needs another opinion, and not every misunderstanding has to be settled in the moment. Sometimes taking a pause allows emotions to settle, perspectives to change, and conversations to go in a completely different direction. Because not every silence is weakness. Sometimes it's discernment. I've learned that the strongest people in the room aren't always the ones who speak first. They're often the ones who know when to pause, when to listen, and when their words will truly make a difference. And maybe the next time you're tempted to react, the most powerful response will be the one you choose not to say. If this spoke to you, you can find more reflections at jamesnorajr.com. Faith forward, turning the word into everyday life. Keep reading and keep living, trusting God every step of the way.